So yeah, my name's Callum. It's really nice to be here tonight. Like Byron said, I'm from Penzance in Cornwall, and I don't really get out and gig much elsewhere, mainly because I'm lazy, or outside. Well, I say that, or I'm forced to confront the fact that maybe I'm not that good. But before I start, I feel I should sort of apologise about my physical appearance, because I am aware that, like, visually I'm a bit disappointing. Sort of like, I think it's 50p. But sort of like a bespectacled Wurzel Gummidge, or Shaggy, like from Scooby-Doo. Not Shaggy, the successful Jamaican clarify that. And I'm wearing glasses, which is quite an obvious statement to make. But like, I wear these because without them I can't see. And like, I point that out because a lot of people, these particular frames, a lot of people wear them nowadays who don't actually need them to aid their eyesight, but see them as a kind of a cool fashion accessory or a stylistic affectation. And like, I don't want to be grouped in the same company as cunts. Because, like, you know the sort of people I mean, the kind of people who think Mumford & Sons invented the waistcoat. I'm not, but like, ever since I started wearing these glasses about 3 years ago, it's become kind of a trend whereby complete strangers shout out the names of kind of various celebrities or fictional characters they feel I look like because of the glasses. And so like the obvious ones they'll shout are Jarvis Cocker, Louis Theroux, Buddy Holly, Where's Wally? And those two just happen to rhyme. It's not me demonstrating my skills as a poet. But like the best one was recently I walked into a pub in my hometown on a Saturday night, and a complete stranger, as I walked in, shouted out loud enough for the entire pub to hear, "Oh look everyone, it's Clark Cunt." Which is like quite quick. I had to kind of record it. But the most frustrating one is like, and I get this all the time, it's always by the same sort of twat as well, like too much stuff here and too much links, and like usually wearing flip-flops and like stonewashed jeans with like flares and a tank top with a t-shirt stitched into it. But they always shout like Harry Potter, and what's really annoying about that is, like on the rare occasion that I come back with like a smart-ass response and be like, actually Harry Potter's glasses are round. They'll just stare at me like completely fucking dumbfounded because they're too thick to begin to comprehend such a concept, or they kick my head in. Like, I'm the one who started it, and I'm not really much of a fighter, as you can probably tell. This wasn't built for combat. But I'm going to start with a poem tonight that's like a love poem. Most of my poems are about girls, and I'm always in awe of poets who can kind of do profound stuff on kind of important things. But I don't feel like I kind of have the knowledge to do that. But I do have great experience in being rejected by girls. So I figure I can talk about that. And I'm going to do it, it's the first time I've ever done it live, and stupidly I'm going to try and do it without, and I haven't even got a copy of the words with me. So it might be terrible, and I might forget it, but like, I think I'll start off with the worst, and then things can only get better. So, I want to dance to Talking Heads with you. I want to call you up in the middle of the night with nothing to say, just to hear your voice. I want to lie down with you. I want to lie down beneath a blanket of stars on a warm summer's eve and just spoon. I want to take you to the places I cherish the most and tell you stories. I want you to tell me stories. I have so many questions. What was your childhood like? Who are your greatest influences, and when did you get that tattoo? I want to sit in front of the fire and feast on Haribo Star Mix with you. I want to climb inside a trumpet because the sound of brass is so uplifting. I want to hitchhike across Europe with just a rucksack of essentials and you to keep me company. I want to watch pretentious art house movies with you. I want to spend Sundays hungover in bed with you, and I want you to want the same things too. Am I making sense? I want to trade mixtapes, secrets, and poems with you. I want to waste time in cafes eating cake and discussing our literary obsessions. I want to listen to you sing. I want you to sing me to sleep. I want to lie on my front as you tickle my back and whisper sweet nothings in my ear. I want to cook you dinner. I make a mean macaroni cheese. I want you to meet my parents, and I want to meet your parents too, I think, but I'm not really sure what I want most of the time. I just know that you make me relate to Kylie Minogue. I just can't get you out of my head. And so I find myself stood outside your window in the early hours of the morning, attempting to serenade you with a guitar. But I can't play the guitar. And it's pissing down with rain, and you're not even home anyway. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, it's an honour to be here tonight and to be performing here at Byron's last gig here. And I was at that gig years ago, and he was probably the first person I ever saw doing this sort of thing that made me go, I want to do that. So it's really nice to be here. And like, I'll be honest, when I first started doing like poetry, my main thing was like, I hoped it might, you know, work wonders for my sex life. But if anything, it's like merely the opposite, really. Because it's not the same for poets. He says there was a time when poets were among the most respected, revered, and lusted after people throughout the land. But nowadays, if I meet a girl and like I get chatting to her and she asks what I do for a living, and I say I'm a poet, she'll say like, oh, so you're unemployed then? Or pretend she's seen somebody in the distance that she really has to go and chat to. But so yeah, I like, and it's a shame because I kind of, like I said, I only got in this for the honeys, really. And I do love sex. I hope it's not like, you know, I think most of us probably do. But because of the sort of person I am, kind of like quite neurotic and anal and awkward,